Welcome to Creating Grin, where a group of us sit around ye old table playing Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Eric. I will be your dungeon master for this chapter of our tale, playing in my homebrew world. On the count of Alteratus, other players. And to my right, we have...
I'm Katie, playing Ariar Collis, a tiefling rogue who's the proud owner of a new trident.
And I am Brian, playing Kelbrix Goldfound, a human grave cleric. And Kelbrix is feeling a little under the weather after breathing in all of the blood and ichor from these marrows that we fought.
I am Jason, playing Gorath Thunderfist, Goliath fighter, and now I am adding underwater champion combatant to my long list of accolades.
Alright. So in the last episode, you had finished off the River King, the King of the Marrows. You have claimed his Triton. You have found spoils of battle. You have sort of sorted through them loosely. And you also collected the head of the king as evidence to partake in recovering or getting your payment for the job from
Armand?
Armand. I don't know
Jerk.
why I made that character. Don't know why I can't remember his name. Armand. Yes. So you find yourselves in this cavern with some loot, dead bodies, a head to take back as evidence. I ask the three of you, what would you like to do?
I'd like to go back the way we came and leave this...
Go any further?
No. No.
How much time have we been down here now?
Something
Like
15
15
minutes?
minutes, 20 minutes tops. I mean, you got plenty of time on your potion
We do, but
of water breathing.
I only have one third level spell left,
I mean,
and I'm at 3 health, 3 HP.
We could look at
I could probably have Jaela do some magic. She's a cleric as well.
I'm pretty sure she's out of spells as well.
I don't think. I mean, maybe she's got one first level spell slot currently left, so she could do a little healing word. You know.
What are you at, Gorath?
I'm at
You have
6,
potions.
I'm at 7.
but I'm also getting to the point where my first ring of regeneration might be able to...
Oh
Right,
yeah!
okay.
If only Kelbrix had kept the ring of regeneration.
Yeah.
But you do have potions you could drink. Greater healing potion. Was there a superior?
There was a
yeah.
spear.
Yeah. It's like you've been rewarded for doing a job well done.
How do the mechanics of drinking a liquid underwater work?
It works.
It works.
We did it last
I
time.
know we did.
Right.
It works.
It's like vegetable oil and it's viscous.
That viscous.
Viscosity.
It's denser than water.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go back, get a long rest in, recuperate some things. I understand that. I just want to know what you guys want to do.
I mean, that would be my preference, but if you both want to continue on and want to risk dying...
No, I don't want to be hungry.
You're done? You're done with this?
I'm done with the bird people.
All right.
I guess we're going back.
Okay. So you will make your way back.
Not being the voice of reason.
You
I could go ahead and roll. Was enough time pass for 10 minutes?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. By the time you get out of here, it will start
All
activating.
right. 5.
Is it like every minute?
It's every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay. After 10 minutes, you guys will quickly make your way back. You will easily take your time resurfacing to, just being cautious. And you will find yourself out of the Devil's Throat. And I'm assuming swimming to shore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you will swim to shore.
A nice climb up the ledge.
And I would like at least in athletics to represent the climbing/swimming of the group. I will roll a...
Yep.
For Jaela, it's... man, she's a swimmer. And I hear a lot of frustration.
Sounds like we all
getting
did great.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and kick this off by bragging about Jaella, because I feel like we're going to have a lot of disappointing numbers. With her athletics on top of the roll, she had a 17, so she's going to be able to navigate, kind of swimming easily to the edge and climbing out pretty easily. She'll turn back to lend a hand to the next person who would be following to help them out. Who's gonna? What's your swimming order?
Who's got the lowest roll?
We'll go with Ari. Would probably be next.
Okay. As you flail in the water, like what was your result?
I got a 6.
I mean, it's a struggle. And Kelbrix, what do you have?
I have a 5 plus 3 for an 8.
Oh, that's a little better. And champion swimmer.
I am a champion swimmer because I'm pissed that I burned my first nat 20 of the night on a swimming check.
You know what I feel? The best I can describe this current action is
a barbar jinx.
No.
Ari begins to struggle.
She doesn't know how to
Kelbrix moves over to help, which creates him to struggle as they're both struggling. As Gorath will move like a fish to water, helping the both of them to the shore, as between Gorath and Jaella, you guys will be kind of drug out, spitting a little bit of water out, and pulled to the shore, a little drug through the mud a little bit and stuff, but safe and sound. I think that's pretty fair on the rolls.
Glad to burn my nat 20 for you guys tonight on this slow to start.
I appreciate it. You know, if I'd have fallen and hit my head, I probably would be unconscious.
Maybe.
Falling right back to the bottom of that. No, you don't have your armor on.
Oh yeah, I do.
Is there anyone around?
Your passive perception is like 21.
24?
Okay, it's gone up since the last I've asked. There's currently no one around.
Okay.
Oh, old lady Isabel isn't at her house looking at
Watching us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make sure our stuff is still where we left it.
So you will walk over, locate your belongings, locate the bear trap. Everything is still there.
Okay.
Good.
So
We'll
you gather your gear,
Gather the gear.
gather your trap,
Break my trap down.
and travel to where?
It's like nighttime, right? Or is it day?
I think
I don't
it was
remember.
like afternoon, evening, and I'm going to say it's still probably, I'm going to say evening.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm wrong, and somebody will probably call me on it, but who gives a shit? We're playing a fantasy game, and evening it is.
All right.
Try to stay good to the continuity, don't get me wrong, but...
I'd say let's go and visit Armon, or whatever the heck that guards.
Yep.
Do you think we
Armand
should...
Realist.
I know right now we can't, obviously. We need to rest, but do you think we should spend an evening there? Make sure no one else struggles up? Any little last stragglers? Anything?
I mean,
That's a pretty good idea,
yes.
Kelbrix, is what Jaella is saying.
That wasn't right.
No, Jaella was
She's
complimenting. There's a lot of gook in your ears.
There is,
and lungs.
man.
I get it. It's okay.
What are you at, 6?
7.
7?
Let me look up.
Gila's full health.
21 out of
Yeah.
21. Yeah, I'm just that.
Because I used my last 3rd level spell to,
I know.
or not my last, but my 2nd last to heal her so she could
Yeah, keep going.
keep going and bringing up others.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
It was. Whew.
Yeah, this is only an hour show, so what are we doing?
I say let's go. Let's turn these heads in.
Okay.
Let them know what it was, and then I'm okay for coming back and camping out around here. Make sure.
I can start setting a camp up while you take care of business, is what I will say, if you feel comfortable with that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you would like me to accompany you. The choice is yours.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. Don't want to cramp your styles. There's no horses to feed.
Already doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Survival check just to start the process is so good. 21 for Jael.
Doing good today.
So yeah, she's gonna start gathering up supplies or whatever she can to maybe make a fire, to make sure she finds a proper place to lay a bedroll or set a tent up, and she'll start doing that. As you guys will walk into town, heading towards Silk Town Guard to meet and talk with Armon, as well as Morgan. So you will enter into Siltown Guard, and lo and behold, not changing positions too much, you will see the two of them kind of kick back, being comfortable, doing some odds and ends, paperwork, loose things like that. As Armand will stand and look and say, well, you weren't gone very long.
Yeah, we took care of your demon problem, and I'm going to toss the head.
We got you a present.
So it will... You're just loosely tossing it.
Yeah.
So it'll just bounce to the floor, I assume. Just like a bag of wet cement there. Just, oh my God, that's what I'm saying. That looks utterly atrocious. And it looks kind of like a merfolk, but more monstrous is what he'll say. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. They were a pain in the ass.
Well, you look a little worse for wear, is what he'll say.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah. Here's your pay, and he will look to Morgan, and she will move to a room, presumably some sort of like storage room or facility and things like that. She'll collect the coin. I think it was like what, 150?
I'm working on it.
200.
Yeah, I
Note keeper of notes.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
100 to solve the problem, 25 for evidence if we can't solve.
There you go. So 125 will be presented to you in the gold, and I'm going to pay you physically in platinum because it's easier math.
Plus we got the letter.
What was that?
Plus we got the letter for the things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4.
Very,
6,
very big help.
There's 8. There's 10. There's 12. Platinum
All
pieces.
the platinum.
And 5 gold rings. As I will hand it over to the thief. As you are paid. And they will take the evidence and dispose of it. And he will begin to draw up paperwork and things explaining to the mayor as to what the problem was. The problem has been seemingly taken care of. Payment has been made to those who've done it. Can I get a name that you guys run by, or do you want your names individually noted in this paperwork, is what he'll say? Like, do you have like a group name that's really cool, like most cool adventuring parties?
You've kind of sprung this on us, man.
You know?
I mean, it's only 30-something episodes in. I mean, usually popular shows like Critical Role, then will come up with a group name like super quick.
Yeah, we haven't really thought about it.
Well,
Back to you on that one.
maybe some thought should be had on that. So when your DM's type it in the description, he doesn't have to say, alright, Kelbrix and Gorath. He can just say the group here.
The Gorathians.
Let's not.
Yeah, I'll just take your name.
Yeah.
That's what he'll say.
Yeah.
Sure. So he makes sure he has your name spelled correctly and everything.
Sure.
Just food for thought, maybe.
Yeah.
He whispers.
Yeah, okay.
That works. Yeah.
Are we good now?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Great.
We ring.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun with your dude.
Yeah, is he
Stab
still
him
back
for
there?
me.
Morgan will say, last I checked about an hour ago, he still was.
Mm.
Just kind of resting.
Just, if you don't mind, for our peace of mind.
Sure.
Would you like to check?
Yeah. She moseys to the back there. Gone for a few minutes. Comes back. Still there. Still resting. Still breathing.
A few minutes. Sounds like time for me to have another regenerative roll.
I think you get another regeneration roll from the Ring of Regeneration.
Alright, that's a glorious 1.
Bring you up to 12.
That's some horse shit.
We're also, just to let you know, we're going to camp out by the Devil's Throat, just to make sure that
I'll inform
nothing
patrols.
else comes up.
We tend to have light patrols at night, keep the community safe. So I'll make sure they know that you're out there camping. Appreciate the heads up, is what I say.
Of course. And we'll be off.
Okay. So you guys will take your leave once again. You will head back to the west side where the Devil's Throat is located. When you arrive back, by the time you walked, you had your conversation, got your pay. There's a nice, cozy little fire that's built. There is a bit of a roasting kind of spit, I guess is the proper term, that's been constructed with some different branches and things. So you can cook or dry out. Like she's kind of fashioned to where if you have some wet clothes, you can toss them up there, dry them out a little bit. She's kind of cleaned out a little bit of a dip in the earth if you want to throw some bedrolls in there, keep you lower to the ground, maybe keep you out of the wind a little bit, like extra mile, showing off some skills.
Seriously.
Welcome to Camp Jayella, is what she says jokingly. Make yourselves at home for the next 12 to some odd hours.
Yeah.
I will hand her money.
Oh.
Here you go. It's 3 platinum and a gold.
Put our money in the bank. I'll digitally add money in there.
Would you like me to add this last gold to our group fund?
Sure. Our group fund, a.k.a. Ari's pocket.
Ari's pocket. Don't worry, it's separate, I promise.
Totally. Like, how much was her half, just so I can...
Her fourth, you mean?
31.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Her part.
3 platinum and a gold.
3 platinum, 1 gold. Okay. I am adding currently on B and BD on 3 platinum and 1 gold, along with her. What was the take last time too? You got it in your notes. I know you do.
I do.
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah, I certainly do. Really do.
38 gold.
38 gold.
8 platinum.
8 whole platinum pieces.
6 electrum.
6 electrum.
1 silver.
1 whole silver coin.
And 1 whole copper.
And a copper to grow on.
Yes.
Okay. That gives her some pocket change.
Just a little
As
bit.
my grandmother would say, have a little pocket change there. Anyway. That is that. Okay, so thank you. That's what she says. So she counts the money, puts it in a small little coin pouch, which is beginning to get pretty full now. May have to invest in a bigger bag, is what she says.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got a couple conies, which are pretty sure they're like little rabbits.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. That I've hunted, and she hands them over to somebody to field dress or however you guys want to do it.
Well, that's all Gorath.
That's our
She sends them right over to you.
I will take care of it.
Go ahead and use a survival check to not tear them apart with your massive hands of strength.
That is 23.
Oh yeah, you know what to do with these things. You do. Yeah, they're not quite red meat, but they'll satisfy-ish. It's enough for a meal.
It's reddish.
pink.
Pink, yeah. Anyway, you spend the next, 15, 20 minutes taking your time cleaning the fur. Like, you even clean it up enough where you can get it tanned if you'd like to do something with that, and salvage a lot of the animal, and we'll kind of skewer it and put it on kind of the roasting spit there.
Rabbit fur is very soft.
It is, and rabbit feet are lucky, so they say. Not for the rabbit, but for everybody else.
Yes. Alright.
Do we want to have Jayla take first watch since she's not injured?
Oh, I'd be
At this
glad
point?
to. I'd be glad to, is what you'll say. You guys need the rest?
Yeah, we
Wow.
could definitely use a little bit of rest.
Absolutely.
That would be good.
So you guys will have your morsels of rabbit. I would say Jayla probably has a loaf of bread that she had wrapped up in her backpack that would be part of one of her rations that she'll break into fourths and share. And she'll even take the time to kind of clean up the food residue a bit while you guys rest.
Jeez.
And I will roll a perception.
I know at least 20 minutes have passed the way you talk, so I just rolled twice.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I will agree that 20 minutes have definitely passed.
And Gorath, where are you at?
21.
And you guys will notice as Wolverine / Gorath is just naturally healing there. The wounds are closing.
Hey, I gave it to the hardiest person, so,
It's starting to do its thing.
It'll be good protection so I can run away.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep. So, you all will drift off to sleep as Dryla will take her first watch.
Perfect.
And let's see. Gorath. No. Kelbrix.
Oh, boy.
As you lay there resting, just getting into the REM sleep there, the REM sleep, that's when you hear a voice say, Kelbrix. Kelbrix.
I'm sleeping.
Oh, that's cute, is what I'll say. So, changed your mind yet? Decided to come over to my side?
No.
Fight for the right side?
No, I have not.
No.
I have not decided to do anything yet.
Well, don't be surprised if she pays you a visit the next couple days.
I would be expecting nothing less.
I'll let you rest now.
Thank you.
Fair enough. And you will fall asleep quickly and begin your long rest. Alright. You begin to find yourself in a 15 by 15 foot stone room. You think you're dreaming. It's kind of that, is this real, is this not? Kind of like we've all experienced that, like, man, it felt really real. There is a singular door that you look at. You feel as if you're laying down on something. You look and you are laying down on something, but you're much smaller. And you look over to your left and you see this satyr kind of looking right at you. And he's just smiling at you. What would you like to do?
Who are you?
Oh,
Where am I?
just rest, little one. It'll all be over soon, is what he'll say.
What'll be all over soon?
Go ahead and give me a D20.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm going to say...
That was... I don't reroll that.
Yeah, I saw that. It like walked the plank there.
Yeah. That was worse. I rolled a 1.
2.
3.
Okay. Yeah, you look around the room frantically because this is a little intimidating. And as you try to like move or whatever, you find yourself restrained to this table. The bindings seem, like when you look at them, they seem fairly simple, just like cloth, maybe a leather strap or something like that. You attempt to kind of break free from it. Should be easy enough, but when you do, your hands look small, youthful. Your body structure leaner, smaller, as this is your childhood, but you don't remember any of this, strangely enough. You look off to your right, the opposite direction of the satyr, and you see someone standing in like the shadows. You can't get a great detailed look of who it is. It appears to be a burly, kind of larger figure. And that's about the time you feel as if some hand touches your shoulder, and you jolt awake to Jaela's like, hey, it's your watch.
What the fuck just happened?
Literally nothing on the watch is what Jaela says. It's your turn. I'm
Nope.
starting to get a little tired.
It's good. Okay. You have night now.
She's going to insight check because you're acting odd. And the that's a nat 20. These dice are hot tonight. Nat 20 is not an auto success. We are rolling a skill check outside of combat. If you wish to try to hide or deceive, you can do a deception check versus what she has. That's your choice. I mean, you can beat it, I'm sure. You just have to roll really fucking good.
No, I mean, I think Artie's just kind of shooken,
Okay.
but not like trying to hide anything. She just is like, All right, whatever. I'm going on watch. Just go to sleep. It's fine.
Okay, so she'll take a minute. She kind of watches and says, "Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
You seem a little like you weren't having a good dream or something."
So it was a dream. Don't know what it was.
Okay.
Sure, it's fine.
You start to take your watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Kelbrix says you're snoring away.
How much time has passed? 2 hours?
Oh, at this point, shit.
Oh yeah, you'll probably be fully healed.
I could be rolling ones.
Go ahead and throw.
Yeah, I'll do 2 hours, 3 hours.
Oh, easy, yeah.
All right. So
You should be
18.
Yeah.
There. Do your thing.
Okay. Night is settled in. You will see a bit of watch kind of heading across the People Mover Bridge. Like they will have a lantern. There'll be 2 of them wearing light leathers. The emblem of Silktown, which is basically like just kind of like a river with a mountain in the background and a little sun kind of peeking over the mountain. That's canon now. Have to work on that. You see them as they kind of like nod to you or kind of give you an indication they know you're there. They'll make their way across. Other than that, it's just dark and cool. Gorath, I need you to make a will saving throw while you're healing. A will saving throw, yes.
Constant.
No, I want to will. Trust me, I know what I'm doing here. A will saving throw.
I don't know what a will say.
I'm sorry, a wisdom.
I was like,
Yeah,
I'm thinking three. Yeah, literally know what I'm doing.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, sorry.
16, 15 plus
Wisdom
1.
saving. A what?
15 plus 1. 16.
Okay, you're fine. Kelbrix, you feel a gentle nudge on your shoulder as you kind of like come to lightly, and you will see kind of kneeling over top of you is Jaela, and she whispers and says, "I think there's something wrong with Ari. She's not quite right. When I went to wake her for a watch, she really looked bothered," is what she says, like more than normal. We're just saying a lot.
Okay.
I mean, you can rest on. I just want to make sure you knew before I forgot or we died or something. I don't know.
Do you think we're dying?
I mean, there could be more of those things down there. We didn't investigate the whole place.
Yeah.
Bad
Okay.
dungeon crawling there.
I tried.
I appreciate it. I'll get up and head over to Ari.
I think JL will probably lay down and attempt to take a little bit of a break or a nap to start a long rest.
Okay.
You approach, you probably will see. Describe what you're doing, Ari.
Looking around, I probably, if the guards walk by, I just kind of like saluted at him, sort of, just looking into the devil's throat and see if I can see anything crawling
The
up.
water is very dark and very still, like very calm.
That's really.
Jaela seems a little concerned.
What?
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
She.
It's
Are you
great.
okay? Are you seeing
How are
things?
you? No? She's not. Not seeing anything
Go
in
throw
real
an
life.
Throw an insight check. I mean, the best way to play this is what is your deception? Like, I'll just get like a passive deception, if you will.
Well, my insight.
You mean to roll for that?
If you want to, that's up to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see.
Nope. That was a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 16 plus 6 for 22.
Yeah, you definitely know that she's bothered, like she's disturbed on something.
Ari, you can talk with me. You remember how you were concerned about everything that I was saying and seeing?
Yeah, you still seeing things?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Silas
great.
or Cillian still comes and visits me every so often and asks me if I'm going to switch sides and go with him instead of Morgana. So, and the first time he visited, he said that people had their eyes on all of us.
Yeah, there's a satyr that I keep seeing.
A satyr.
Make a history check. You're the cleric. See if you can figure
History or religion?
Oh, religion. Religion's applicable for sure. More than history, probably.
15 plus 3 for 18.
I mean, you have heard and probably seen a lot of deities and things, and even demigods. You don't remember any of them being a satyr. Now, obviously, this is, around this continent, you know, there could be some sort of fae type deities or pantheon for different races, but as far as you know, there's no deity or demi-deity that would be a satyr.
Gotcha. Well, that's an interesting one. I don't know of any deities or anything that fit that description. So something's definitely got their eyes on us.
Great.
So don't worry. You're not crazy. I think we're just unlucky. Or maybe lucky.
Maybe that should be our group name. Me and Lucky Trio.
I like it. We can vote on it in the morning.
Okay.
Alright. If
You should go back to sleep.
Lux Misfits.
if you ever want to discuss anything, feel free.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Alright. I'll get some sleep. I'll head over and go back to bed.
Gorath, as you food digest and you are slumbering away, you become restless, as in your dream state, you begin to take in flashbacks of coming back from a hunt and seeing your village smoldering in ruins, dead tribes, men and women. And it startles you a little bit. You don't really know how to act or behave. It's just kind of one of those things that kind of emotionally deals with you. You think for a brief second you see someone in the distance. You try to move to them, but every time you try to move to them, they just get a little further away. It's kind of one of those scenarios. Ari, as you're paying attention, you notice that there's a very restless Gorath. As he seems to be tossing and turning, maybe making a little bit more than snoring noises. That's a little odd. Very odd for Gorath. Usually he's pretty much lights out, early to rise, or when he rises, he's like well rested. This is very odd for him.
I'll go over and nudge him a bit.
Okay, you
He'll settle down.
feel a hand kind of touch your shoulders. You start to turn back to see, and before you can see what it is that touched your shoulder, you'll wake up as Arya's near you, nudging you.
Why did you wake me up?
You're freaking out there, big guy.
I don't know if I was freaking out. I think I'm okay.
Okay. If you're good now, then I guess it's fine.
Just fried bad rabbit.
This will probably be about the time of your watching.
Well, if you're awake, you wanna go ahead and watch then?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and watch. Yeah.
Okay. I will go and lay back down.
Okay.
Rabbits do feel great. Start playing with the ring. Oh, this is good.
Right.
It's nice.
Nice.
So go ahead and throw me a perception for your watch.
13, 12, and 1.
Yep, easy enough. You'll probably about halfway through your watch see the patrol again as they're coming back from the opposite side of the People Bridge, kind of doing a walkabout. Just keeping things calm and cool as they flash their lantern, kind of indicating that they're there, they see you, etc. You begin to notice now that Jaela seems a little uneasy, and she too gets a little restless in her long rest attempt. A lot of tossing and turning, a little moaning, a little come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bad dream. Usually I'm the one that does that, and Brian beats me a bunch. Definitely some unease.
In Gorath mode, I go over and like pet her head. Like,
it's okay.
As you pet her head to comfort her, she is immediately going to spring awake and just kind of like slap your hands away. Slap. She breathes extremely heavy. Her eyes are wide. She's like in full out panic mode or anxiety mode. And after a second, her eyes will adjust, and then she will like calm down, and then she just like leaps and gives you a big hug. And she kind of backs up a little bit, like, I'm sorry, is what she'll say.
Bad rabbit?
It was maybe, yes.
Where did you hunt them? They were drinking out of this water?
They were, no, they were that way, a little further west. I saw them. Anyway,
I had a bad dream too. I think the rabbit has.
It was
bad rabbit.
It was ravens, is what she'll say. It was the ravens again hunting me down, and then you guys came, is what she'll say. I'm sorry, and she will kind of like settle down and try to rest, as your watch will continue on with little to no more activity other than that. That would leave Kelbrix next.
He's the next one up, so go over and gently kick him on the side.
That's one wound point. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's a rib.
Broke a rib.
Your
time. I'm going back to bed.
All right.
Okay.
Gorath settles down. You're up. Perception check, please. Is the night.
Well, that's cocked.
Reroll.
It's cocked.
Confirmed.
That's great. I love it. It was cocked between a 9 and 11, and now it's a 3.
Hey.
3 plus 6 for 9.
Well, 9's not bad. You're a little bit more focused on everything that happened, the turn of events that happened in yours. Your concern is a little bit on Ari because she's not quite right.
Mm-hmm.
Your thought process is, if you're going to try to figure this whole whatever's going on with this Call of Raven, you guys got to get your minds right. You can't be distracted. Distractions can cause death, you know.
Yes.
So you got a lot on your mind currently. Again, the patrol will pass somewhere about halfway through your watch, as they're very diligent. Their timing is, on point or spot, or, right on time. You will hear a voice coming from behind the tree, as you hear Cillian once again say, "Well, good morning," or "Happy watch." I don't know what to say other than hello. That's what I'll say.
Do you really have nothing better to do?
No, I'm a god. I literally have nothing other than to harass and or recruit, is what he'll say.
So why are you so fixated on me?
Well, when you get kicked from one team, a lot of times we will go try to recruit members to build our team. That's what he says. Listen, I'm just telling you, Morgana's my mother, and she's really not happy with the way you've been doing things. I'm just trying to give you an option. That's what he says. Just somewhere to go to vent your frustration and anger when she decides that she doesn't need her champion no more. She seems to be fascinated with the young one, as he kind of comes out from behind the tree and kind of motions towards Jaela. She seems awful fascinated with you. And he kind of looks at you.
Yes. Well...
And your tiefling friend. There's a lot of baggage there, that's what I'll say.
Know anything about that?
I mean, I can ask around for you if you'd like. Do you a favor, you know.
And, what would that favor cost me?
Oh, first one's always free, so it'll say. Consider it.
I'll consider
a good
it.
gesture, is what he'll say. I'll look into it.
I'll consider it.
Okay.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Obviously, I have no great way of contacting you. I'm just assuming that you'll
Oh, that's okay. I always know what you
bugging
want.
me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, okay. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you want?
No, I was just checking up on you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be seeing you soon. That's what he'll say, and he'll step behind the tree.
Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Ari, as Kelbrix is taking his watch, you drift off to sleep again. You finally kind of get into that deep sleep again. And again, you find yourself in a situation similar to what you experienced before. Only this time, the satyr figure is like directly over top of you. He has his left hand kind of on your forehead as he begins to like kind of creepily pet your little bit of hair back, and he's like, "It's okay, just rest.
Yeah, I don't like you anymore, sir.
It'll all be over soon."
No.
And you begin to feel like this kind of pain inside your head as he continues to kind of like stroke your hair a little bit there.
Motherfucker.
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Sure. Um, 22.
Yeah, this time you're able to kind of like look around and you can see that there are two other people in the room this time. There's that shadowy kind of larger kind of husky figure that now kind of comes into view. You're able to make out that that's Rowan as he kind of steps into a little bit of candlelight off to a side table. And there's another figure, a female tiefling that you haven't seen before. You're very confused. And that's when the watches will end. Everybody will go ahead and get their long rest. As you will complete the long rest, statistically, everyone's a little cranky, as even though they got a long rest in, it was not a complete, like a really good restful rest. Like it was enough to achieve statistically those things.
But we have a point of exhaustion. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not enough to give you a point of exhaustion. I just, for a role-playing aspect, you know what I mean?
I feel great. This sucks.
Yeah. There's a lot on your mind.
Yeah.
There's a little confusion on Ari's. There's a little emotion maybe running through Gorath. There's a little emotion and confusion on Jael. Like everybody's kind of in their own state of flux, I guess you would say. Other than that, everyone seems to be okay and rested.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sun has risen. Let me go to our sunrise. Hey. It does a thing. Alright. So, what would the 3/4 of you like to do?
Well, we've helped out this village, but we still haven't found exactly what we were looking for.
We've not.
I wonder if we're going to have to go back down the devil's throat.
Possibly. We'll need some more potions.
We would. Unless anyone else has any ideas on maybe who to talk with or who to ask on,
Did we ask one lady? She had seen people. We asked her if she had seen people poking around, right?
Which lady?
The lady whose house is right there.
Isabel?
Yeah.
We did, and they were just poking around the Devil's Throat.
Yeah.
That's where they were at, and that's where they kind of got picked up.
Yeah, by the patrols or the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Because they were making people feel uneasy snooping around there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Dilemmas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gather up some food, and Jael is gonna make her way off, start foraging for some, type of fruits or vegetation or something that seems to be like a light breakfast. And she'll kind of meander off by herself, within eyesight of everybody, just for comfort.
Okay. I was gonna say we could also just go to, one of the taverns and get some breakfast.
I mean, we could, is what she says as she starts finding little things to kind of pull from bushes or trees.
Might make things...
Your insight's probably good enough to determine...
Wanting to do something to keep your mind off things.
Yeah, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little distraction.
You might be able to overhear some information at a tavern.
That is... that is true. Yeah, because the plan is to try and find whatever
Or we can
trinkets or whatever has the symbol, the next symbol that we're looking for.
Who's been attacked by the falls as well. You can check over there.
They said there has been attacks on some of the or the river boats or river vessels.
Just across the people river, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I promise it is.
Let's do a quick refresh. Sorry, everybody. There we go. The Devil's Cove. Yeah, we could head up over and see if there's anything behind the Devil's Cove or in the area. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what's the next symbol that we're looking for.
It's on the bottom.
I know.
There is 3 symbols.
There's 3 symbols on the bottom. I don't remember which was the first one.
This is the first one.
That was the first one. So the second one looks like the pie symbol with a little tilde on it. Alright, yeah, we could do that.
Gorath, your input.
So we go across the bridge again.
Oh, your fast passes are no longer valid, FYI.
They said 24 hours.
Oh, got lawyered.
Besides, we're going across the people mover.
Yeah. We dropped the horses off for a reason.
That's true.
Yep.
So, plans? She will come back with enough to kind of count as a ration. If you guys want to partake in it.
Yeah. Since she went through the effort, might as well eat it.
She'll divvy it up. She'll give Gorath a little bit more since he's bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can go to Devil's Cove Falls.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Taking a people mover bridge, you all will move across. Easy enough. You will pass people coming the other direction, as there's a lot of mist and cool air that's kind of emanating up from the bottom of the falls. A lot of wet rock and vegetation that actually grows into the rock around the falls as well.
I don't have control over Giles' token.
That's alright, I will give you control in a second.
41.
And you should have control. So what I'll have you do is make a perception check. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure several episodes back, Jason and, Gorath and Kelbrix had spotted a shadowy something moving around behind the falls, or moving swiftly behind the falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
That's nat 20 for a total of 26.
Oh, okay.
17.
Okay.
5.
Okay. So Ari and Kelbrix. Kelbrix will be the first to spot, but Ari won't be too much further behind. You both will be on the same page. There is a pathway that is very narrow that hugs the kind of right side, the cliff side here of the canyon. It looks a little bit bigger than a goat path, but you can see that it does maneuver behind the falls. And it's very difficult to see because of the mist and the water and everything, so you're not sure if it's just a dead end, if there's legitimately something back there. So.
Well, let's head down, unless anyone has any objections.
The roll that you had is extremely difficult to. There's like no pathway that leads down.
Yeah,
you're pretty much
climbing the mountain down.
Yeah, you're either gonna have to climb down. The other thing, because your roll was so good, you can see off to the left or the west side of this. The pathway, the natural pathway, will lead down to the water line. If you go, you see all there.
Yeah.
It'll lead. Okay.
Down over here.
Yep. That's perfect.
You want to try that first instead of falling off a cliff?
I mean, we'd be falling into water, but yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's head around and see if we can take that pathway.
All right. So getting down there takes maybe 45 minutes. By the time you finish crossing the bridge, go around, well, maybe less than that. Maybe like a 15-20 minute. It's not that far. The pathway dies off into the riverbank, and you will be able to kind of locate a very narrow kind of pathway. It looks challenging to traverse. It's going to take a little bit of athletics to safely navigate the terrain,
which we're all famously good at.
Yeah.
To get past or underneath the falls.
All right. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will let you know Jaela has a 16 on her athletics, which is good.
Okay.
Also have 16.
Okay, that's good.
13.
That's good as well.
Nat 28.
So Kelbrix is on the struggle, but he navigates. What will be the marching order? And you guys would have traversed.
I mean,
definitely going to be single file.
Send Gorath first, I would assume.
Okay.
The natural mountain man.
Hiker
is now a freebase.
What did you say?
Freebase or free climb? What is it?
Free climb. Freebase is something else.
Freebase.
Okay.
And then
I'll go.
And then Ari will go next.
And then I guess probably me, and then Jaela.
You bring it up the rear. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you begin to traverse the pathway, it starts off, like I said, a little bit bigger than a goat's path, and then it turns into a very narrow kind of ledge that you're literally going to be kind of sidestepping and kind of using, climbing to kind of slide across the ledge.
The mountain man is used to traversing such...
It is, yes, it is very natural to you. Kelbrix, there's a few times with your 13 you almost slip off into the water because the rock has moss and it's wet from the mist and the moisture.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody pulls together as a team, and you guys will make it behind said falls.
Hey.
Ooh.
What you see...
Is darkness.
No. Is the pathway opens up once you get to a certain point. It becomes broader, 6 to 7 feet it begins to elevate as it's climbing from the water line up. You hear a lot of noise. It's extremely challenging to talk to one another because you're literally feeling the rumble of the waterfalls in your chest. Your ears are, it's ringing from the kind of monotonous drone of falling water. It is cold because of the time of the day. There is
cold does not bother Gorath.
It's true. There is light, but it's dim back here because the sun is, trying to penetrate through a massive wall of water. The falls churns the water and creates subtle waves that kind of splash against, the stone in the cave. Like I said, the pathway kind of begins to go like 15 to 20 degree slope. And you can see that it climbs up 40, 45 feet-ish.
Nice.
And it's fairly long, and it kind of snakes on the back wall of this cove. What you can see off to your right, more towards the east, is a large kind of jutting out overhang. And you guys can make a perception at this point to see if that... I didn't have a good way dynamic window lighting.
Yeah. So a nat 20 for me.
That's good.
23. Wait, 24.
16.
I would say that you definitely notice there's something in the center. It resembles a doorway or an archway that goes into the kind of cavern wall or the cove wall. But the elevation is different. You're way down. It looks like once you get a couple hundred feet or so, it will level out to be more flat based off the overhang that you're seeing.
Nice.
So, what would you guys like to do?
We're going for the door, right?
Yeah, we'll continue on this pathway in and around where we should have gone 3 episodes ago.
So as you guys take the next 15, 20 minutes or so, and you will traverse, you will reach a point. I will kind of move your tokens for you. I'm assuming marching order will kind of be the same. 160-ish feet. You get up towards the pathway, get out of the rocks where the pathway levels off and it's more of a straight walk. The width goes from 5 to 8 feet, kind of fluctuates as you walk it. Gorath, you will be the first to see what appears to be the remnants of some type of camp up ahead right on this pathway. And I'll just put a red circle there to indicate roughly where this camp is. For those of you following along on YouTube, give you a little visual idea. And I think this might be a good place for us to stop this chapter of our tale.
Alrighty.
Let's